Then what is Sayori? Sayori has, like, obsession problems.
I think she's just stupid.
She's got a mental disorder.
And then Natsuki's just yonder.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people.
It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them.
She's like, so shitty writing, bad spelling.
Nice grammar, retard.
Okay, just keep
it. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate.
Deliberate?
In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's all as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem.
Oh, she called her poem simple. Roasted.
Oh, that hurt. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things.
Oh, I clicked away too fast.
I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. No? Did Sarah even give us feedback?
She was like, wow, that's
this is really
great.
Good. And then Natsuki's
like, wow, why are you so good at poems? And she's just like, you fucking suck at poems.
Yeah. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Alright. Biased? How? Well. Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Spill the beans!
Ew. Gossip dish, you queenie bitches.
Sorry. It's fine.
Don't bring it up if you're not gonna say. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Oh.
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
It's just like a literal scribble on a page.
I want to kill myself.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny.
I hope it's like a poem just like, my dad comes into the room with his
no. Shit, dude. I don't want to read a shit like a fucking... After all, isn't she supposed to be a literature club? Isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. I can't read handwriting.
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last get to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I don't know how I read that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a millennial, so I don't know handwriting. But that's pretty cool. So far,
I guess it's because my writing is like part handwriting, part printing. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
You actually have pretty good handwriting. I'm just dyslexic.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
I was thinking how this was a fucking shitty poem.
But it took you a long time to read.
Yeah, it's because I'm dyslexic.
Well, I just don't read script very often. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, he's literally me.
I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
I think your handwriting's hot, dude. Can I go out with your poem?
That's a really... Can I go out with your poem? You're a little bitch, but your poem is
but your poem.
Fire.
Whew.
Also, I like the poem.
I think your handwriting's great. Poem's pretty mediocre.
Even though it's short.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was decisive, I think.
I think something decisive or descriptive.
Yeah, descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Okay.
That would take us like an hour.
Try to rub it in. Fuck. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it.
This is why we don't have any friends.
That's fucked. Well, I guess we have that guy. But I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
She was holding herself back.
Wow. Sure, that's a fucking lie. Something easy to digest, I suppose? Or are we eating paper? Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hulu? Is that the new streaming service?
Hulu? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Unchained. It's about Chandelure. Really?
Yeah, Ghost Fire.
I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
She's like, you obviously didn't look at it in depth. It's like, no, this was about, like,
Read
bathing.
between the lines. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
So she flickers
I guess we didn't
light.
really take time to, like, figure out, like...
I guess we didn't look really at them.
I mean, it was kind of like...
It was her in the bath
in
the street
She
light.
was, like, bathing in the street light of, like, the last street light before, like, it gets turned into some futuristic street light, and she's, like, in the present and the past, and I guess she's scared of the future or something? Maybe?
I don't know, maybe. Okay.
But
Oh, yeah, I read this.
They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Alright. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn.
Solemn?
Putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really.
Monica's just, like, fuming in the corner that we haven't read her poem yet.
I'm the last one, really, just like gym class. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying, or quit the club. I'm counting on you. What?
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna choose Monica!
Hi, Unchained. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Not really. Not really. I want
Right.
more cupcakes.
Right?
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything...
Why is she the
She's
most...
such a basic
Why is she the most expressive of all of them?
And
Like,
why
she has
she's-
the most poses.
Why is she so happy?
Yeah. Life's not so great.
Alright. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better,
Cupcakes.
I'm always listening. That's kind of creepy.
I don't know. I can't think of anything to take.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
The only one who's red flaggish is Yuri right now for me.
Alright.
So far.
Of course I'll be... Oh, wait, that's...
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Yeah, no, I was looking for the bathroom.
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Whoa! Don't worry, Unchained.
She's like,
I'm sure I'll love it.
No.
We're all a little embarrassed today, you know.
This girl's really weird.
But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true.
I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. I like it, Unchained. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected.
I'm pretty sure we put suicide in
Yeah,
it.
definitely. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
No. Kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write.
So does that mean we like clicked on a bunch to make it Natsuki would like it? Because it said like click something that you think someone would like.
I guess.
So do you think we click Natsuki's like options more than anybody else's?
Maybe.
Because Yuri also said Natsuki is biased. Or maybe
Yeah,
that's
true.
why Natsuki said ours was so great.
Yeah.
Because
maybe.
what if it was like shit, Natsuki would be like, oh, you fucking suck.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay, that's quite interesting.
And she's a good writer too.
Hers was like the animal one, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So take that as a compliment.
Yuri did not like ours.
If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
I wonder if that's a real person.
Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of story in just a few simple words.
The end.
His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad.
Oh, poems, that sucks.
Oh. And sometimes they're only a few lines long.
Oh.
They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see.
I feel like that's like most kids' books, though.
Yeah.
They teach them, like, don't be a dick. And it's like, that could be applied to adults as well.
Yeah, so you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert.
Well, roasted.
But you probably won't find much filler in her poems.
Animals.
They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through.
I guess, okay. I guess we haven't looked at any of the meanings.
Yeah. Well, except the breakfast.
The breakfast ones, sort of.
So I could see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay.
That's okay.
I'd love to see you not try new things. That's the best way to find the style that suits you. Like, if she's the president, so she's...
Yeah, she's got to be supportive.
Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles.
Okay.
But it'll always help you find what suits you most.
So I guess that's why she wasn't in the options.
So I guess Natsuki liked us because we picked more of her words. Sayori liked ours because we picked a couple. And, well, Yuri still kind of liked ours.
Yuri liked ours, but said it wasn't, like, as good as it could be.
Yeah.
So that makes me suggest that she wouldn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
That she, like, we picked the least amount of words. So we did pick a lot of Sayori's words, I think. I think we definitely picked, like, one of Yuri's words.
Yeah. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or something. Or anything. Ahaha. Ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
We're gonna analyze the shit out of this poem.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. I'm gonna be the next woman president.
So she's, like, anorexic. She's not confident. She has to pretend she's confident.
I see. I'm the next woman president. Pokemon Go to the polls. Well, let's read it then.
Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't be me. See the direction that
Spackle.
the spackle protrudes?
Yeah.
A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer outside for a clue. No, I can't see a real blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever. Everything. A hole, a infinite choice. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
He?
So she had an ex-boyfriend?
Maybe.
And, like, I don't know why, but this, to me, is insinuating rape.
Oh.
Because it's like, hole in wall, it couldn't be me. Like,
A permanent copy scorched into her brain, like...
yeah.
Of...
Oh, this is, like, the most fucked of all of them so far.
I feel like... if you, like, analyze them enough, there's probably a fucked meaning. Well, I guess for not so cute was just, like, animals and...
Yeah, but, like, maybe the animals had meanings.
This one's kind of sketch.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely on my red flag list.
So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really a right person to ask for feedback. Ha ha ha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epitome recently.
Epiphany?
Epiphany. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
Or maybe even her mom could have gotten raped. An angry, because like it could be like an angry boyfriend, like her parents are divorced or something, and her mom has a boyfriend.
Yeah. An epiphany?
Yeah,
something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand around and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Well, she gives tips every day. Thanks for listening.